I had a truly bizarre interaction on Twitter today wherein somebody called me a TERF, and I was very cavalier about it, okay, whatever. And then this started because of I was talking about the use of preferred pronouns and how it's silly. And so then they called me a TERF, and I said, yeah, okay, whatever. Who cares? And then somebody tried to come at me with my not capitulating to preferred pronouns is the same thing as if she insists that I'm heterosexual, even though I am a lesbian. And it was the silliest it's the silliest argument ever, because you really can say what you want about me. I believe in free speech for everyone, so you can go ahead and say that. I'm a lesbian anyway. And I think her argument was going to be that, well, even if you don't use preferred pronouns, that's still what their pronouns are. And it's so silly, because my being a lesbian is based in material and biological reality. I'm a homosexual female person. So whatever you want to say about me doesn't change the reality, in the same way that having these insane neo-pronouns doesn't change the material reality of what these idiots are. So it was a really bizarre attempt at a gotcha, but it didn't work, clearly. I don't know. I don't really know where I'm going with this, other than that was so, frankly, it was just silly. And the thing that always drives me nuts too is she's like, what do you think about that? And I'm just like, you can say what you want. I believe in free speech, so go ahead and say it. Okay. And then whenever you mention that you believe in free speech, inevitably one of these fucking morons will come back with something about Nazis, almost always. And it's I believe in free speech for Nazis too. It's free speech for all or free speech for none. So I have to choose all, because if the scum of the earth, Nazis, can be censored, so can I, and so can you. And I can hate very much the things that Nazis say, and I can think it's vile and scummy and no better than dirt on the ground. But the right to free speech is the most important right that any of us could have. And the right to free speech is the reason why women are able to have these discussions about who is a woman. So, yeah, free speech has to be, no matter how much you hate or think what someone might say or verbalize is vile, free speech has to apply to them too. I am I don't even know what the word is about, what is the word? I don't know what it Megan Murphy said it in a recent podcast, I think. She called herself a free speech something or other. Fuck, I cannot remember what it is, and I can't remember what podcast it was on either, so I can't even go find it. But yeah, it basically boiled down to I'm really having a hard time here. It basically boiled down to the idea that free speech is the most important thing that any of us can have. So bottom line, it has to apply to every single person, no matter what. Because if someone else can be censored, so can you. So yeah, this recording is a mess. I go into all of them with no plan and I just start talking. This one is all over the place, so I'm going now. Goodbye.